Should more be done to protect and preserve endangered animals? The reason for saving endangered species might seem obvious to many people, but many question why should we save a species from dying out? Isn't this part of the process of natural selection? Is there any environmental benefit of preserving a dying species before we begin? A little background. A species is considered endangered if it is at risk of becoming extinct, which can be due to several reasons, from climate change to human influence or even natural causes. One of the most frequent arguments put forth for species to maintain high diversity. The word is exactly what it looks like, the diversity of biological species. Not many people know about endangered animals or what makes them endangered. Animals have been endangered going on extinct for 635 million years. Although extinction is a natural phase, it occurs as a natural background rate of 1 to 5 species per year. Scientists estimate that we are now losing species at 1,000 to 10,000 times the background rate, with dozens going extinct every day. As many as 30 to 50% of all species could possibly be headed toward extinction by mid-century. People need to know about why animals are endangered and who protects them and what can we do to help. I believe endangered animals are important to protect. They are endangered and they are on the brink of extinction. Without help, they may disappear from the planet completely. This can cause a chain of problems such as other animals who depend on endangered species or animals kept in control from the endangered species will also be affected. Animals that depend on endangered species for food will face problems as well. No animal should have to suffer. They have every right to live life just like us humans. No one should take that away from them. If they do not harm us, we should let them live freely. There is a major difference between a threatened species and an endangered species. A threatened species is any species that have a vulnerability to become endangered within the near future through all major portions of its range. Threatened species are on the brink of extinction, and endangered species are those that are considered to be at high risk of extinction. This means that there are few left of that kind. They could disappear from the planet altogether. These endangered animals have so much to offer to society, and they can help the sick by providing edible plants and making medication with them. Not all species help society by making medication or making plants edible. Some species help society in their own way. For example, a tortoise makes holes that they only use once and leave it after. People should not save these species because they are so cute or because they just love animals. The reason to save them is to prevent any disasters from happening. All the species that help people, society in many ways, they should return the favor by providing them with protection. How can one just sit back and let endangered ones cease to exist? The outcome may be drastic, and people do not seem to care. There are a lot of reasons to keep these animals from going extinct. It is not just because they are cute or because one loves animals. People protect these animals because there is a point to saving, and it is to prevent any disaster from occurring. Human beings need to realize that our everyday life affects the lives of various animals. Endangered animals need assistance from these organizations to reverse the effects of decreasing population. Without this support, endangered animals will continue to process towards extinction. Wildlife organizations can provide funding to allocate more research into saving animals. Some groups travel to areas where populations are dwindling and provide active service by working directly with animals in need. Animal trophy hunting is known as a pastime for some people in America. In other foreign countries, it means to survive. For example, some countries in Central Africa are known for their high rates of poaching. The people living in these countries tend to hunt animals illegally just to make money and provide for their families. This is a serious issue because exotic animals are continuing to be hunted, even with the current laws and restrictions set in place. Further restrictions and awareness need to be established to stop poaching and ultimately raise the population of endangered species. Overhunting species would create a chain of reaction and could take out an entire food web. In the ecosystem, all species are reliant on each other. It is a perfect harmony. If one animal or species becomes endangered, the entire environment can become unbalanced. Protecting threatened animals is critical life on Earth. When species are endangered, it creates multitude of issues globally. Increasing their population would help put these ecosystems back into proportion. Many things in this world causing many of the species of animals that live here to become endangered or extinct. I think there's a lot of things that need to be done to help the growing problem of endangered species. A lot of these problems are caused by humans. If people were more careful about where trash waste ended up, it would help the number of animals that die each year because they consume something they shouldn't have because someone left their trash laying there. Everyone should consider the safety of these species and what they mean to this ecosystem. Not everyone has a big heart and will care for these animals, but those who do try to give these animals protection. These species do play a big role in nature and the ecosystem, so people should put forward more effort in protecting these species and preventing them from going out of existence. Therefore, we should protect these endangered species because if they go extinct, it would affect the ecosystem. The food chain could go unbalanced and nature itself would be affected drastically. Although some animals have become extinct because of the careless human action, there is still hope for endangered species today. When animals are in intimate danger of becoming extinct, some can make a complete recovery with the use of these methods. The most practical course of the action is to further cultivate the total population of severely threatened species by acquiring relief in the animal and the foundations, reducing the amount of legal foraging of these endangered animals around the world, and limiting the usage of substance and the venency of the living creatures.